It started with a text, not a call, not a conversation, just cold, sterile words lighting up my screen at 7:03 a.m. We've changed all the locks. You're not welcome here anymore. We don't trust you. Sent from my mother's number. No explanation. No warning. Just exile, delivered like a corporate HR termination. I didn't cry. I didn't rage. I typed back one word. Understood. Then I opened my banking app and canceled the $5,200 monthly mortgage payment I'd been making on their beachfront condo in Santa Barbara for the past 5 years. 2 days later, a lawyer I'd never met called in a panic. We need to talk. Immediately. There's been a misunderstanding. But the misunderstanding ended the moment they decided I was disposable. Let me rewind, because stories like this don't begin with betrayal. They begin with love, or at least, the desperate hope that love will be returned. The invisible son. My name is Elias Chun. For over a decade, I was the family's silent backbone. While my younger sister Lena chased influencer fame and spiritual journeys through Bali and Tulum, I worked 70-hour weeks as a software architect in San Francisco. Every bonus, every raise, I funneled at home. Mortgage, $5,200 per month. Property taxes and HOA, $1,100. Emergency roof replacement after the 22 storm, $28,000. Lena's wellness retreat, debt, $14,500. She called it soul alignment. My parents' medical copays, $9,200. The Tesla they leased, but I actually financed, $41,000. Total, $327,418.63. And not once, not a single time, did they say thank you. But they did post about it. On Lena's Instagram, there it was, a golden hour photo of my parents and her on the balcony of my condo, champagne in hand, captioned, "Grateful for the woman who built our sanctuary. This home is Lena's legacy. #blessed. My name? Nowhere. My contribution? Erased. Worse, they'd filed paperwork to transfer the deed solely to Lena, using my credit history as leverage. When I called the title company, the agent said casually, "Oh, they listed you as financially supportive but not emotionally involved. Said you wouldn't mind." I almost laughed. I was the emotional involvement. I just mistook sacrifice for belonging. The breaking point. The final straw came on a Tuesday. I'd been mowing the lawn. Yes, even in Santa Barbara, I flew down monthly to help when I overheard them through the open patio doors. "Lena, honestly, Elias is like a human Venmo. You tap him, money appears. But he's so detached. Like a guest who pays rent but never stays for dinner. Mom, once the deed's finalized, he can't do anything. He signed everything in his name. That was his mistake. Dad, he'll get over it. He always does." And then Lena, voice dripping with condescension. "He's not family. He's infrastructure." I stood there, sweat on my brow, grass clippings on my shoes, and something inside me shut off. That night, I downloaded every bank statement, every wire transfer, every email. I recorded their next group chat, where they joked about Elias's ATM card and asked if I could cover Aunt Carol's Botox. I didn't confront them. I prepared. The birthday party reckoning. They invited me to Mom's 65th birthday gala at the Ritz Courtyard Vineyard. White tents, string quartet, a slideshow titled "A Life Well Loved." I arrived 20 minutes late, in a charcoal suit, calm as stone. Lena gave a speech about generational wisdom and keeping the family flame alive. The projector showed the condo again. Caption, "Built on love. Passed with purpose." No mention of me. Of course. When she finished, I walked to the mic. "Since we're talking about legacy," I said, "let's talk numbers." I plugged in my laptop. First, audio of them calling me infrastructure. Gasps. A wine glass shattered. Next, screenshots of the group chat. "Tag Elias, he'll Venmo us. Only if he names his firstborn Lena." Then, the ledger. 217 pages. Itemized. Timestamped. Verified. "If this home is Lena's legacy," I said, holding up the printed invoice, "then consider this her inheritance tax." Silence. Then chaos. My father lunged. My mother screamed. It was a gift. I turned to him. "Funny, I never signed a gift deed. But I did save the email where you used my SSN to apply for a $75,000 personal loan." He froze. Then, the door opened. My grandfather, 89, walked in. Stoic. Regal. He took the mic. You taught your daughter to steal, he said, eyes locked on my father. And your son to disappear. But blood isn't loyalty. Loyalty is earned. He turned to me. The Chin family trust? I amended it last week. Lena's name is gone. Elias, you're the sole beneficiary. The room erupted. I placed the invoice on the gift table, right between a bottle of Dom Perignon and a framed photo of me at 10 years old, holding my dad's hand. You changed the locks, I announced. I changed the future. I'm not your son. I'm your creditor. And I walked out. No cake. No goodbyes. Just freedom. The aftermath. 72 hours later, a wire transfer hit my account. $327,418.63. Labeled, full settlement, no admission of liability. Sent from a Shell LLC in Nevada. Probably Dad's golf buddy. I posted the redacted receipt online with one caption. Closure isn't forgiveness. It's accounting. The post went viral. Therapists shared it. Adult children of narcissists cried reading it. One man said it gave him the courage to stop paying his brother's rent. My parents? They sent texts. You humiliated us. Money can't buy back family. You've lost your soul. I deleted them all. Now, I live in a quiet loft in Portland. No family group chats. No midnight emergencies. Just peace. People ask, do you miss them? I say, I miss the idea of them. But the real ones? They were never there. They thought I'd crumble without their approval. Instead, I rebuilt on my own terms. Because the truth is, you don't need a family that treats you like a utility. You need boundaries, receipts, and the courage to walk away. And sometimes, liberation has a price tag. Mine was $327,418.63. But the freedom? Priceless.